Well, hey everyone, what is going on tonight? So I am cruising, as you can tell. We're cruising down the road in our 22 Eruption Green Badlands MIC, that Sasquatch, that we just took delivery of today. And yeah, so we're supposed to get somewhere between 5 and 10 inches of snow, which is a pretty big range. So we'll see if that actually happens or not. but yeah, so we have a little bit of powder happening right now. The crazy thing is we had rain and then the temperatures really tanked. So in places there's just ice under this. So it's not real deep, but it is pretty slick. But I will tell you, I am in too high. The Bronco, I'm just trying out what's its capabilities in too high. I haven't had the need to go to slippery mode at all, or four high at all. Just kind of cruising. I can tell you there's subtle differences between the 22 and the 21. For example, the climate control knob in the 21 shows temperature. It'll actually show you the temperature on the knob, whereas this one does not. It just shows like a little icon, a thermometer icon, and then it actually shows the temperature up on the touch screen. So that's one difference. I do know with the MIC top, you have to close the doors a little harder, because I guess there's less air loss when you're closing it, so it's a little tighter compartment. Now the MIC is a little bit quieter than the soft top. It's not night and day difference, but it's a noticeable difference, right? And of course this comes with all of the sound deadening material. Now the only thing about driving in weather like this is you have some people like the guy that's cruising up behind me right now. So we're gonna let him go by. There's a little Jeeper. Jeepers are out tonight. So we're gonna let this guy go by because I am just a cruising talking to you good folks. Oh yeah. Yeah, him and his Tundra, huh? Good luck. So yeah, tomorrow we're supposed to have 5 to 10 inches of snow. It'll be a completely different experience in the morning. But right now, first drive in any Bronco in the snow, and my first drive in this. Listen, I have 36.8 miles on this 22. I just picked it up today from Wynn Ford in Hampton. Another great experience there as usual. But we just picked it up. And by the way, if anybody comments, because I am driving, this is all hands-free, so I'm not going to be looking at comments. So just give you a heads up. I'll answer it later when I get home. And of course my passengers can do it. But so yeah, we're just cruising, and like I said, the Bronco's in too high. Even though there's a little ice below this, there's like not even breaking a sweat. I do know one thing: the rear wiper, at least when you first get in and crank it up, in this case there's snow on the back, even though I have the rear wiper off, it does its intermittent thing, so it's automatically cleaning the window off. Now I don't know if maybe I've got something set differently in here. I don't really understand that yet. I just know it's off on the selector, and right now it's not doing it. But when you initially get in for that first 5 minutes, it's cleaning that window off. So we'll see if it does it again. But it's great. I mean, it rides and drives like the 21. There's no difference there. I felt a little subtle difference in the steering today. I don't know, maybe my imagination. But like I said, and Eruption Green, I haven't seen one in the sunshine. So my Bronco came in yesterday. I saw it actually. It passed me going down the road, which was the chance of that happening was just very rare. So I followed the truck down to the dealership. I've got videos we're going to put together of it pulling in the parking lot, unloading it, and then today when we picked it up. But it was cloudy yesterday and it's cloudy today. Obviously it's cloudy now, and it's dark, but you know, I haven't seen it in the sunshine, but I can tell you, cleaned up, even in the clouds, it is one wild color. Now, one thing I did notice between Area 51, somebody commented over on Instagram that they're really debating to switch their order from Area 51 to Eruption Green. And I guess the best way I can say it is with the two next to each other. And this is going to sound, I know, like namaste yoga, which I like meditation. But Area 51 is very relaxing, right? It's not too loud. It's just there. It looks, you know, it has a different lighting that it looks a little more blue in. Some lighting it looks a little gray or grayish blue. You know, so the color, it's just all across the board. And there again, if you're just joining us, if you're commenting, I can't see that, so I'll respond later. And yeah, it is not deep, but man, it's slick around here. So anyway, it's just my experience. But what I was saying about the two different colors is the Eruption Green is very, it's a very strong color with the flake in it, and it's a little, you know, a little more, I think, remarkable, meaning a little louder. It's just richer. But sometimes, you know, that may get old. And that Toyota truck in front of us is doing a little fishtail and stuff, so yippee-ki-yay. Now this Bronco does, and maybe it's because it's new and I didn't notice it on my other one. Well, I only have 2,000 miles on the other one. This has 38 now. And I don't know if you can see the snow blowing in sideways. The wind's starting to pick up, so the snow's getting, the flakes are getting bigger. And so I think that it's going to start packing pretty good now. We've had just these tiny little flakes. Oh, here's a guy with no lights on his truck. Good job, my man. I don't even know what I was saying. Sorry. I have had a busy day. So when we were at the dealership today, a special delivery came in. A Ford GT was delivered. And it was a big to-do. They had media there, and the owner was there, flew in from out of town, and a real nice guy, by the way. And just like, there's somebody else with light. What's up with no headlights in the snow? But it was a big deal. This car, I don't know the exact color. It's like a maroonish, reddish color. It's a sweet ride. But so today was just a lot going on. But we're very blessed. I'm grateful to be able to get, my second reservation, day 1 and 2, because one was slightly after midnight, so it was technically a day 2. So, day 1, day 2 reservation finally turned into orders, and I priority code 99, my 21, and we switched over to a 22 and all that. And that was in October. So from October, the build date on this was January 5th, and it just made it through transit and showed up in Hampton, Virginia yesterday. But the Bronco is such a cool thing. I know I'm just sitting here rambling, but that's the point of the live, is what's my experience. The Bronco is like a memory box, at least with my son and I. We're starting to do some really cool stuff that we'll never forget, and we're doing it in style. We're doing it in a Ford Bronco, and it's fun. And today my daughter drove my Area 51 21. I figure out what to call it. Just call it the Area 51 Eruption Green. So A51 and EG. So she drove the Area 51 behind us, and it was a unique experience. It was definitely a unique experience. But people, are just like, wow, there's two. You don't hardly see Broncos on the road, period, and then there's two together. It was a cool experience and something that I'll never forget. But we're satisfied now, and now it's about focusing on adventures and off-roading and of course work. Gotta keep this stuff going. And unrelated, you know, there's a gazillion Jeeps on the road, and I saw a half a gazillion tonight already. So there's literally, in Chesapeake, Virginia, if you own a Jeep, you're probably out in it right now. But definitely pretty cool. So this is my experience in the Bronco. When I get to a place that I can pull over beside the road, we'll cut video. But yeah, we're just cruising. And I'm not looking at the phone, so I don't know if anyone is commented or not. If you have, sorry, I'll respond later. But you know, this is just some fun stuff. I tell you, I might switch it over to slippery mode just to see. I know that slippery mode really changes the throttle response, kind of keeps you from getting in too much throttle. I'm not going to be doing anything crazy in this anyway. I mean, first of all, I don't have anywhere to go off-road, but second of all, I've only got, like I said, 40 miles now. Wow, we hit the big 4.0. So, you know, I'm a big believer in breaking in engines. Some people think it's totally unnecessary. It's funny, if you ask any engine builder online, they'll tell you that break-in's important, and a lot of other people will say it's not. It's critical in my book, and that's what I'm sticking with. And first oil change between 1,500 and 2,000 miles. I did that big convoluted oil change video, you know, because we were trying to answer the question in the 2.7. Where's the next oil change video will be probably 30 minutes long, and go right through it. And we'll do it on this one between 1,500 and 2,000. The 2.7 it's a great engine, very responsive. I did talk to someone today about the oil catch can. I'm going to do a video on that at the dealership. And it was pretty good. It was a big day too. I don't know if you know this, but getting back to the Ford GT thing, one of the car builders or someone in that department flies in to meet when the car is delivered to go over it, check everything out, fine tune, you know, answer the questions with the owner and that concierge. So when you have that kind of money to put in a car like that, you get the royal treatment. I talked to the gentleman today, super nice guy. Just a cool experience for that guy that bought that GT. Just imagine that. Flew in from out of town. You know, they had a nice spread set up there. Like I said, the media was there. It was just a really cool deal, and it's not every day a car like that's delivered, so I guess that's why all the hype. Yeah, I think we're going to do a really good review, a walk around and review. Now the funny thing is, it'll be, if I do it tomorrow, it'll be dirty, even though we just got it today, because so we might do a snow walk around video, and then we'll do a proper, you know, clean, because I want to do it in the sun anyway. I want to experience the eruption green, the metallic in it. I just think it's something that needs to be captured a little bit better. I've seen pictures, but I don't know if I've seen videos online of it. And let the fun begin with the two Broncos. So we're gonna have a blast. But I will tell you, subtle changes between 21 and 22. Not a night and day difference. I have to get used to the top on this one, you know, the MIC versus soft top. I had somebody ask me today, well, which one do you like better? Well, I haven't driven this one. I mean, I drove it home and then I drove it tonight. I really don't have an opinion yet. I mean, so far I like it, but I can't really do a comparison between the two. So I hope you've liked this video. I'll be stopping here in just a few minutes, but if you have any questions, you know, ask them in the comments and I'll respond. Just check back in later, and we'll respond. Anything that I can do to help you with your decision, now that I have a 21 and a 22, I mean, it's not going to help you on a 21, but the difference between, say, a soft top and, excuse me, an MIC, they're both Sasquatch, so, you know, that's the same. You know, the colors, I can tell you, it's not good and bad. There's no bad. It's just different. You know, kind of what you're what you're going for. So, by the way, all the 4x4s are coming out now. Pretty cool. I hope the camera's not jumping around too much. I have a windshield mount, and it's a little bit of flex in it for sure. So, but you know, tomorrow the snow should be, unless something terribly goes wrong, should be a lot deeper. So we'll be able to experience that. I'll tell you, you know, the snow's not deep. I get it. I'm driving slow. I'm in too high. Everyone in front of me, you see when they hit the gas, they're spinning either the front tires or the rear, and this Bronco hasn't lost traction once. Of course, then again, I'm not, if I could step on it, I could, but I'm not doing that. I'm just saying normal driving like you're supposed to. It hasn't even had the need for four-wheel drive yet. So definitely pretty cool. So look, I am going to stop, and we're going to stop this video, and I appreciate everyone for hanging out with us, and hopefully you like the video. I don't think it's going to matter if I turn the camera around. It's not going to matter. You're not going to be able to see me. It's too dark. But anyway, have a good one. See ya.